Good morning, Dan from Rhubarb Car Sales. Welcome back to the channel. Lots to cover in this video. So as you can see, we've got a new car. This is a Part X that came in yesterday. So I'm going to do a quick walk. I weren't going to do any videos today, but I'm going to take this for a valet now, and I wanted you to see it before we get it valeted. So this is the Part X that came in yesterday. So we'll do a quick walk round of this. Had my first screamer, my first complainer. So we're going to talk about that and see what you think, what your take on the situation is. And we also had some comments on the last video about how I'm kind of changed running or prepping, changed the prep of my cars. So I'm going to go into detail a little bit about that as well, about how we used to do the cam belt service in MOTs before sale, and now I've kind of changed it to doing it after sale. So thanks for that comment. I did give you a detailed response, but I did say I'd go back into it on this video. So we'll do the walk round, talk about the screamer, and talk about how we're prepping the cars at the minute. Right, let's have a quick walk round this. I have just put the kid seats in, but say Altea XL, top spec model, 2-litre TDI. I drove it yesterday, I've taken it to work. Runs and drives very, very well. Gentleman traded this in against the Volkswagen Up. So he picked the up yesterday. Yeah, something like that. So he took the up yesterday, and this is his Part X. Sadly, his wife passed away last week. She's not been well for some time. So he bought this car so that he could get her wheelchair in and out for the hospital appointments. But she's passed away now. So he didn't need the big car anymore. Just wanted a little run around. But this is fantastic. Honestly, full service history. Cam belt and water pump already been done. Top spec model. It's got all the touchscreen nav and stuff in there, and auto. So I have got somebody already interested in this. I was hoping to show them it today, but it was actually my dad's birthday yesterday and I was working, so I've promised to take him out today. So I'm trying to have a day off. I also had somebody ring up about the Corsa yesterday, but again I was at work, so I'm trying to reorganise that for Monday. So yeah, as you can see, lovely car. It is dirty, wants a really good valet. Just dusty everywhere, just mucky. Just wants a really good clean. Like I say, I am going to take it to valeters and get this one done, just because I don't have the time at the minute. I really don't have the time. Kids' holidays are coming to an end now, and I've just not had any time with them, or as much as I'd like to. So I'd rather spend 80 quid getting this valeted and have a day out with the girls. There is some progress on the time. I am very conscious at the minute that I'm just constantly working. I'm starting work at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. Coming home at 2:30, cleaning cars, washing cars, up till 10 o'clock at night, and then going back to work again. But I'll tell you more on that soon. I am trying to do something to alleviate that, which should hopefully help. So yeah, nice big boot. Everything's here. It's got a, I think that must be a tyre pressure thing under there, tyre inflator. He's a little bit doggy here. He did say he had dogs, so there's dog hair in here. So we're going to need to, hopefully the valeters can get all that out. Doesn't smell doggy, must admit, it doesn't smell doggy. But again, it's just dirty, it just needs a really good clean. But yeah, drives very well. MOT till July next year, I think it is. Again, just all the door jambs want cleaning. It just wants bringing back to life. Alloys are in nice condition. Tyres are very good. This is good. It's not something that I was interested in when he said, I've got to say it, Altea XL. I thought, oh, that's going to be stick around. It's not something you get. Nobody texts you and says if you got to say Altea XL in, but for somebody looking for either an auto or a family car, like I said, luckily in the week I did have somebody asking me for an auto, so I didn't have any at the time, but then this came in and I messaged them straight away, said, yep, got this coming in. It only needs a headlamp buff. You can see they've gone all sort of rough, so it does need a headlamp buff, and then there's just a little bit of damage down here. See the bumper's cracked. It's obviously just nudged something there. But I'm just going to leave that and price accordingly. You're not going to replace that front bumper for that. Like I said, the main thing is the rest of the car looks very well, drives really well, and Auto Trader values it at 4295. I'm going to put it at 3995. Like I said, with that damage included. I think it'll stand a good chance at that. I did have another friend who, a month ago, asked me for his dad's company car was going back. He asked me for an estate, hopefully a Volkswagen, under 100,000 miles. Obviously it's got 82 on it, just done 82. So estate, Volkswagen, or something similar, under 100,000 miles, in a dark colour. So as soon as I got this in, messaged him straight away, so I've got a cracking car coming in for your dad, this will be ideal. And under his budget, he wanted under 5 grand, 3995 this. I'm surprised how cheap this is, to be honest, especially with mileage. I think that's a cheap car. But he's changed his mind now, he's decided, I don't know why, he's set on a Focus for some reason. But I did say to him, he's not going to find a better car than this for 3995. Honestly, I drove it to work yesterday and it's another one where I think this is going to be my catchphrase, but I'd like to keep. Ideal for me, as you can see, I've got the kid seats in. I've had to taking my mum and dad out today. My dad's going to squeeze in that seat there. I just can't do that in the Mini. So yeah, ideal family car. And like I said, the 2 litre TDI engine. I'm not sure if it's the 140 brake or the 170. I'm going to have a look, but just pulls very, very well. So yeah, that's the Altea walk round. I'll show you it again at the end of the video after we've had it valeted. Good afternoon, it's Thursday, it's about coming up to 1 o'clock now. I'm just down at the pitch, I've just come to drop the Altea down. Had that all valeted yesterday, that's come up really nice as I knew it would. Driven it to work a couple of days and that's a cracking car, really is nice that. I've ordered some new centre caps for it because they're looking a bit scruffy, so I've ordered some of them off eBay. But yeah, as you can see, really nice and clean now. As you can see inside, it was a bit doggy, but yeah, it's come up really nice. Didn't smell a dog, but we could just see a few dog hairs and stuff here and there. Got that up cheap at 3995. Auto Trader recommends 4295. So I've priced it under. Good profit in that one. I've offered it out to a friend's dad. I'm hoping he comes and looks at it over the weekend. Don't think you'll find a better car for 3995, to be honest. 82,000 miles, full service history. Cam belt done in 2018, I think it was, 2017, 2018. It's automatic, which, as we know, everybody's after. Nice colour. Just really nice car, all the extras, good mileage, 2 litre TDI. Does drive very, very well. I've had it up and down motorway to work and back a couple of days just to make sure it's okay. No knocks, bumps, squeaks or rattles, everything works on it, so I'm chuffed with that one. No interest at all on my 500, I'm surprised at, but I suppose the cheaper ones probably sell better. 2995s, 3995 maybe. This one is at the top end, you know, it's 64 plates, it's decent age, very low miles, what is it, 46 I think it is, top spec, so maybe it is top end of people's budget that, but that's what it's worth. I've not overpriced it, but it's getting views on Auto Trader, but it is getting the least views out of all the cars that I've got on, whereas it is the best car I've got. So as it goes to show, the best doesn't always sell first. People just want cheap sometimes, don't they? Corsair, I've still got 3995 in the window there. I've actually reduced it to 3850 on the Auto Trader. Had it on for 2 weeks at 3995. I did get one bit of interest on Saturday, but she was desperate for a car. Her daughter was coming to pick her up to look at cars, and I was at work. I tried doing something on the Monday, and I did message her back to say on the Monday, said, do you want to come today? But I never heard from her again, so shame on that one. Would have been nice to move that. Big development on the work thing, really. I have accepted that can't carry on as I am. I am just run ragged, getting up for work at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, working till sort of 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, coming straight home doing cars till from 3 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night. So I've made a big decision to go part-time at work. The ball's rolling on that one now, so within a month I should be part-time, which is pretty scary, pretty big jump. That means I'm going to be relying on these for a little bit of an income, not massive. My wage at work will be halving, so I'll need to supplement it a little bit with maybe one sale a month would get me through on wages, but then I'll also want to sell 2 or 3 more cars a month to continue the growth. So that is a good development. I'm looking forward to it. Stuff like that on my Saturday that I've missed out on because I'm at work will give me more flexibility, so that one car would have made my wage up, as daft as it sounds. So yeah, I'm hoping that works out well. It's certainly good to give me more time for cars. I've just had no family time during the school holidays. It's just been mad. It either give up the cars or go part-time, so suck it and see how it goes. Ibiza, reduce that down to 2695 on the Auto Trader. That's £600 under Auto Trader valuation now. Did get 2 emails about that this week from two emails from the same person from different email addresses, just asking is this still available. Replied to both saying yes, still available, nice clean car, would you like to come and see it? But haven't had a reply off either of them, so I don't know, we'll see. Very surprised that's still here. Cannot get my head around that one. Right price. I can only think it's, with it being 1.4, the younger drivers want the 1.2s or 1 litres. Tax is 195 quid on it, so that might put some people off, but very, very surprised it is still here. 2695, that should be flying out. So yeah, the other update, what else was I going to cover? There were 3 things I was going to cover, weren't there? Altea, you've seen, that's on the pitch now. He's a nice chap. Did ring me on day 1. He's part ex-vis for the Volkswagen Up. I have been to see him this morning. He said he couldn't get the DAB radio working, but the Up didn't have DAB radio, so I've been out to have a look at that. He also said that the integrated sat nav on it wasn't working. He said one day it was really quiet, then he was driving along and it went really loud, deafening. He couldn't find the function to turn it up or down. So I had a quick look on the forums, and that does seem a common thing on the Garmin sat nav. Read a bit of information about it, and a lot of people have the same problem. You can't alter the volume on it unless it's talking to you. So when it's saying turn left or turn right, that's the only time you can alter the volume. You can't go into the settings to do it. So I've shown him that, and he's going to try and the sat nav works. It's not a problem. I've also talked to him about alternatives. If it didn't work, I was going to say, look, we can either order a replacement, which is about £100, but I think you're going to have the same problem because the sat nav thing's obviously working. Or we could have upgraded it to an Android sort of device, which I'd seen a lot of Volkswagen up people do. So if you wanted a DAB radio, we could get one with Apple CarPlay and all that sort of stuff for about £100. So I've sent him the links to those, see what comes of that. The C-Max lady, my first screamer really, first screamer on the C-Max. So I'll just recap. Sold the C-Max, priced at 2,695, had a chip in the windscreen which was on the MOT as an advisory, and I pointed it out to her on the test drive. She asked me for a £50 discount for the chip on the windscreen. I said, look, I tell you what, it's 2,695, let's just call it 2,600. So I knocked her £95 off for the chip on the windscreen. You tell me who's right or wrong here. So she's had a discount which has been agreed and applied at the point of sale. In my eyes, it didn't need repairing. You could have just driven the car as it was, MOT'd it next year with the same advisory. I've driven the car with that chip in the windscreen. It's not got any worse. It was fine as it was. And the £95 discount had been applied for her to do that. So day one she rings me, says the insurance company's been out, had a look at it, it's very badly fitted, beyond repair. It's now turned from a chip into a crack. She sent me a picture, it hadn't. Basically the guy had gone out to repair it, had a little dig away at it, decided he couldn't repair it and now needed replacing, which to me that's what they're going to do. They're going to upsell her with a windscreen. It's just their job, isn't it? They're going to make more money out of the windscreen than they are repairing the chip. So that turned into £125. I said, oh, what are you asking me to do then? Are you wanting me to replace the windscreen, or are your insurance doing it? Oh no, my insurance are doing it, but it's £125 excess. I said, oh right, okay, no problem. At least you're getting a nice new windscreen then. And I'll send you another £50 on top of the £95 discount already applied. So you've now got £145. So you're getting a new windscreen and you're up. You're £20 up. No, I'm out of pocket. I'm £100 down. So how are you £100 down? I don't understand. I don't have to give you the £50 discount because I've already given you a discount on it. You've chosen to have the windscreen repaired or replaced at your own cost, and I've voluntarily offered you £50 to cover your excess and some, and she still weren't happy. Absolutely bemused. I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, I've offered her £50, she's going to be over the moon with that. No, that's not great actually, as I'm out of pocket. I could not get my head around it. Anyway, I said, okay, what do you propose then? What are you wanting? And she said, just give me £100 and we'll call it quits. So I slept on it. I thought, I don't really have to give her anything. I've given her the discount. The discount's been applied. She's decided to have the windscreen repaired or replaced. I've offered her £50. She's not happy. She's now asking me for £100 anyway. I woke up in the morning. She sent me her bank details and I just sent her another £100 and I've just left it at that. She'd had a couple of other problems with the car. One was the spare battery needed replacing in the spare key. I didn't realise until I came to handover, because I always used the main key to power the car. I didn't put the spare battery in the car. I always kept that with my spare keys. So when I came to handover day, I came down, put the 2 keys together for the first time. Because the 2 keys were together, it came up when I put it on the dashboard, battery low, needs replacing. But I knew the main key was fine. So gave her the car, she went home with the keys. Text me again day 2 or whatever, car won't start. I said, what do you mean car won't start? What is it, turning over? Is it clicking? Is it flat battery? Well, I've replaced the batteries in the keys and now it won't start. I said, separate the keys, put the spare key inside, just use the main key. She did that. Yep, okay, got it working now. Thank you. She then took it to her mechanic friend to have a look at, and what she'd done is not took the sticker off the back of the key, so therefore the key weren't working, wouldn't power the car. But obviously the main key was working as it should. So that was another problem. She's also complained that it was dirty and smelled of smoke. I said, there's no way that car smells of smoke. It's never been a smoky car, even when I bought it. I said, there's no way it smells of smoke. Since she's had the windscreen replaced, she's now saying, no, I agree, it wasn't smoke, it was damp, water getting into the car. There wasn't any water getting into that car. So, yeah, various complaints from her. She's not even driven it yet, because she's not been able to drive it, because she decided to get the windscreen replaced on day 1. Now, to me, I'd have driven the car for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, made sure it was okay, and then maybe got the windscreen done if I wanted it doing. But she's jumped in on day 1 before she just took it home, got the windscreen replaced, not been able to drive it for a week until she's had the windscreen replaced. So she hadn't even driven it yet, and yet we've still had 3 complaints. So we'll see how that develops. I know what I think is going to happen, but the car drives spot on, to be honest. I'm quite confident in the car. But yeah, we'll just see how that develops. We may not have seen the back of that one yet. What else were I going to discuss? I think there was something else, wasn't there? Screamer, Altea. Sure there was something else, but I forgot. It's been a few days ago now since I made the start of this video. So yeah, anyway, the up. So you'll notice the up and the C-Max has gone. The Altea's in now. Corsa and Ibiza have been reduced, so we'll see what happens this week. Sorry it's been a little while for an update, but I have been busy with school holidays and whatnot, and sorting the last 2 out with C-Max and the up, and getting the Altea on sale. So I have been busy, I've just not been doing much filming. So yeah, thanks for your interest. Please comment below, let me know what you think about the C-Maxy situation. Am I right? I feel like she's taking advantage of my good nature now, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think. I think I've done more than enough. Yeah, keep liking, keep commenting, keep sharing. We're up to 250 subs now, which is very much appreciated. Sorry it's been a bit of a chatty video, a bit of a static video. I know the pitch is looking a bit scruffy down here today. It is auction day in here, so it's a bit busy on a Thursday. That's why that car on the end and that van and this car aren't normally here. But I do need to come down and give them all a clean, and just straighten them all up again. But I've got my girls to pick up now at 3 o'clock, so I've got a little half an hour walk back home and then go pick the girls up from school at 3 o'clock. So I've just spent my morning sorting my customer service out on me up and getting me Altea on pitch and photographed. So yeah, not much time to do anything else this morning. I'm going to set off walking now. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Be interesting to see your comments below. Thanks again guys, cheers.